Hello everyone, I am Trupta
And I'm Akshat,
and welcome back to his channel.
our channel.
Okay, so long time.
A long time, yeah.
We are coming on the back of two game weeks.
Yeah.
One was a big double game week,
Yeah.
game week 26, and the other one was a relatively smaller game week,
Yeah.
game week 27.
Yeah.
So, how did your team fare on both the game weeks? That's the first question. And I know I'm like straight into the business. Please tell me.
Yeah. So, gaming 26, I was a bit confused about my triple captain, but I used my triple captain on Mo Salah and I scored 151 points, 151 minus 8, that's 143 around. And Salah scored 84 points. So, yeah, it was a good game week for me. There was a rank jump. So, my team was Foster was on goal, 6 points. Trent, the defensive, my shield, 6 points. Cancelo scored 1. Davies could have scored a goal, got only 3 points. Mo Salah with 84 points. Bhavan with 1 point. Saka, I bought in Saka this game week. He gave me 11 points. Then Son scored 12 points. Then we move on to Rafinha, who scored me 7 points. In the forward line, I had Weghorst, who scored 14 points. And Jimenez, I bought in Jimenez as well. Jimenez and Saka were my two transfers. He bought me 6 points. So this was my team. My bench was Dahia with 2 points, Broha with 2 points, Lemte with 1, and Soufal with no points. So this was my big double game week 26 team. The team did pretty well. But unfortunately, we moved on to 27 and the fixtures were so lucrative that I decided to press on my free hit chip option, and my free hit was a bad disaster of sorts. Yeah. But any which ways, I am happy. I played for the big opportunity that the Man City players had, and I thought the Man City players could have really rolled the dice in a big way, but unfortunately, all of them failed except for Foden. And yeah, my free hit team was Forster, the Southampton goalkeeper. Yeah, most people had Pope there, but I used my two defensive options from Burnley as me and Tarkowski as the Saints defenders, and then we have as the Burnley defenders. The same defender I had was Bednarik. He scored 6 points. Foster scored 6 points. Me scored 3 points. We saw yesterday me was out injured in the second half. Tarkowski scored me 2 points. And then I had the City trio of De Bruyne, Mahrez and Sterling. Mahrez didn't start yet, got me 1 point. De Bruyne 3 points. Sterling 3 points. Son was my vice captain. He scored 9 points. Weghorst, my captain. Captain Courageous Weghorst, he scored me 6 points. Broha with 2 and Kane with 11. Yeah, now we all think that we could have captained our single game week players, but that's okay. On bench, I had Ramsey with 3 points. Maguire was starting and Maguire didn't start. So Bednarik automatically came in for me. And then I had Amate with 8 points on the bench. So that was a bit sorry for me, but yeah, that's fine. So these were the two game weeks. I had a red arrow this game week. My rank is somewhere around 27k. Not a big red arrow. It's a decent red arrow, almost like a gray arrow. It's not a bad feeling. Looking forward to the next big double game weeks, and excited because most of the people are wildcarding this game week, and I don't have any chips left apart from the bench boost option. So yeah.
I remember you were pretty happy or pretty excited about the trio, the City trio that you were talking about. Do you want to shed some more light on that and why?
Yeah, I thought Everton in the game prior to our game, they looked very bad, and I thought they were just there for the taking. Yes, in hindsight, everything looks very clear. The picture looks all clear and cozy, but at that time, I thought this was the time when I easily, on any other day, Man City could have had, say, 3 goals, 4 goals, 5 goals passed against Everton. And I wanted that, yeah, I should have some pie of that cake, of that crumble. But unfortunately, Man City didn't do anything. And so, yeah, that was that.
Okay, and what about the upcoming double game week 28 and 29? What are your plans? What kind of a team do you plan to have?
Right now, I'm waiting for the FA Cup results because I don't have a free hit left. So I have to chip in the factor of the blank game week 30 also. But for our viewers, I have decided to make different sections of players, say forwards, goalkeepers, midfielders, and defenders, and I will give you 3 4 good choices just for the next two double game weeks, because then we have a blank and then there is a big fixture swing for Chelsea and for Leicester. So it is better if we focus on the next 2 game weeks first. So let me start with goalkeeper. I think the best goalkeeping option for the next 2 game weeks is Dubravka. I have no doubt about this. The Newcastle goalkeeper. Yes, Newcastle have been bang average this season, but yes, they have been having a redemption of sorts. So I think Dubravka can be a good option as a goalie. Coming on to say defenders, I feel Trent we all have in our teams. I don't see any reason to not select him, especially when he's having a double game week in 29. My other pick from Liverpool would be Van Dijk. Yes, I am picking him ahead of Robertson. I have this feeling, I have this hunch. Although statistically, I am seeing all the stats and whatever I'm seeing, I am liking what Robertson is doing. But I have this feeling that Van Dijk is going to be the one who will score more from Liverpool. And then from Chelsea could have, I think Chelsea would surely have a double game week. It is not yet official, but I feel they will have a double game week this week. And the other FPL managers, they are not big on Chelsea right now because Thomas Tuchel made some comments like the players in Chelsea are injured of sorts. So but I still feel at least 1 or 2 players of Chelsea should be there, especially Rudiger. I think Rudiger is great value. James is great value too, but James is coming straight out of an injury. Tuchel said he was supposed to play for 20 minutes and he played for 70 minutes. So that's not very encouraging, especially on the back of especially when a double game week is coming. I feel Rudiger and Thiago Silva are the 2 defenders whom you should look out from Chelsea defense. Other than that, I feel Saiss is the best Wolves defender. If you are short on money, I think Cody and Kilman can do the job. And as far as Arsenal is concerned, I think Gabriel can be a great option along with Tierney. Another Liverpool defender I wanted to talk about is Matip. So Matip can be a great option. Matip is, I think, very cheap. Matip is, I think, just 4.9 or sorts. I feel these are some of the options that you guys can have for the next 2 double game weeks. And even for the long term players we all know that Chelsea have very easy fixtures, at least on paper, until game week 38. So you can keep Rudiger and Silva till game week 38 or replace one of them with James. And you can have, if you are facing some difficulties in budget, you can have Matip for 4.9. These are some of the defensive options. Now, when we move on to the midfield options, I think we already have Salah. We all have Salah, and we either have Son or Kane. Though if you have Kane in your forward line, don't see any reason for bringing in Son. Then I think Rafinha is a great shout this game week. Rafinha as a double game week, and I think is a great captaincy shout. Yes, they have a new manager incoming. I don't know how they are going to play with him. Whatever I have read about the new manager Marsh, it is that he prefers Rangnick's style. He comes from Rangnick's school of coaching. He prefers that close midfielders, close players look strategy in which the players are very close to each other and there is no gap of sorts. The players, but I think Leeds will take time to play well in this formation. We all have seen how Manchester United took time to thrive in this formation. In fact, they had to change the formation and then they were better. So I don't know whether this formation would work for Leeds or not. That's my only concern with Rafinha. Otherwise, I think if you're not going to captain it, still Rafinha is a great shout. I think Saka is a great shout. If you're looking at Newcastle, because Newcastle has 2 double game weeks back to back, I think Fraser is a great shout. Fraser can be the option and I think he can get you the points. Willock is another one who is looking to start a streak. We all know what he did last season. He's a very streaky player. When he is on a streak, that streak might last 6 to 8 games. That could mean the end of the season. But his fixture is not great after these two. But I still feel Fraser. I feel this is my feeling that Fraser should be your number one choice, and then comes Willock. From Southampton, I think James Ward-Prowse is a good shout. But I think the forward options of Broha and Adams are much better. Let me come to the forward section as well. I think we all know Adams and Broha. You can pick both of them. You can go for one of them. If Southampton somehow succeed to get a game in game week 30, if you are not, if you don't know how FA Cup is going on and what are the possible game week 30 fixtures, please follow Ben Crellin on Twitter. I think he's a legend of the game, and I have been following him since way too long, and he keeps a track of all these things. And yeah, he's the man who just knows everything even before EPL does. So yeah, forward wise, I think Lukaku is a bit of a risk considering he's not starting. Kane, I think, is a very good option, but if you already have Son, it is very difficult to fit him in along with Salah. I think Wood, Jimenez, Lacazette, Adams, Broha, these should be your picks, and I feel these players will do you well. So you have to take into consideration that whatever I said in the past video also of ours, that single game week players can also easily outscore your double game week players. Case in point, the Spurs players this game week, they scored, the Kane and Son duo, they scored the required points, and the one like me who captained Weghorst, just because he had a double game week, we suffered, but still. So yeah, this was about the list of players for forward line, for the defensive line, for the midfield options, as well as the goalkeeping options.
Okay, and any clear-cut captaincy options?
Oh, it is very difficult. I think Salah is always a clear-cut captaincy option. I think he's playing, I think, at home against West Ham. I think he always scores at home against West Ham. He is in form, coming out of a big haul, a monster haul in the double game. We could have easily had more. This is the most surprising aspect, I feel. I think he's always a captaincy option. Now, when we talk about the double game week options, I think we have Mount. But again, we won't be surprised if he's benched for 1 or 2 games. Then we have James. Again, we won't be surprised if he is benched for a couple of games. So Rafinha is one, but he's on with a new manager. So the road is not very clear. I think the other possible option can be Adams. Adams is in a good form. Broha, I don't feel Broha is a dependable captaincy option. I think Adams is. Rafinha is. If any news comes out from the Chelsea's camp, then you can have a punt at, say, James or a Mount. Salah is always a shout. Jimenez is a good shout, although people are worried about his benching, but I think it was just rest because it was given to 4 or 5 players. I think it was just a rest. I think Jimenez will be back for the 90 in both of these games, and I think he was rested more so because of this double game. So I think Jimenez will be back. He can be a decent captaincy point. Yes, he has not been consistent. He is not scoring much. In fact, Wolves are not scoring much. They are only scoring screamers from way outside the box, especially Neves and all. But I still feel Jimenez can be a good captaincy shout.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, that was about it. I think we will meet next game week.
Oh, perfect. So nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you too.
We'll meet in the next game week.
Yeah.
Till then, everyone stay safe. Take care.
Please subscribe to our channel.
Yes, please do like, share, and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
And yeah, till then, ciao.